What's up? Hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to Power Hour. I think we are up and running. And I was trying to be right on time, but I was trying to get my room ready to go grab my pup, but I wanted to make sure I get started first, so I might take a little break in between and then just jump off camera real quick. We'll see though. First, let's adjust these alerts. Looks like we hit an all-time high today. No big deal. I need some hotkeys. That would be a great time for an applause. Um, Actually, I probably could, honestly. Maybe I shouldn't be setting that up right now though. For the future, I do have like a podcast thing that I could use where it's more convenient, but I'm trying to have kind of two studios set up at the same time. So I have a lot of struggles. And right now I'm also noticing, I don't know if I need a refresh, but I haven't been able to click on things that I should be able to. My charts weren't loading. And why do I have two spies? I don't know. That's alright though. We'll get it figured out. Alright. So looking at SPY though, I mean, we're just riding that wave right now. Looking for the continuation during power hour. And it looks like it wants it. Looks like it wants it. Alright, so yeah, the lights will probably go on and off. Maybe I should make that just stay on, but I don't want to remember to turn the lights off every time I leave, you know? See, I should be able to just drag this alert. Just not working. I don't know what the deal is. I wonder if I create a new alert. If I could drag that one. No. Can I delete this? What the? Wow. Technical difficulties. I feel like I need some music or something. Is quiet. There's like a subtle rain right now, making me a little sleepy. And I feel like when the lights are off, oh my gosh, I look ghostly white. That's not good. Make sure the audio. Yeah, alright. So looking at SPY, let's check out the options, see if there's anything moving. Ooh, these things are worthless right now. 693s. Do you guys think those might hit today? For $6 you can get in on this. Yeah, I don't know why the chart is not functioning. You should be able to click here, zoom in and out to adjust the chart, or double click to move it in place. Man, I don't know. I will say this though, just went back to the gym for the first time in too long. That's all I'm gonna say. Too long. And I am tired now. I feel pretty freaking tired. I'm definitely gonna be sore as all hell tomorrow. And I feel a little shaky. It's crazy. But I will say I'm happy about my strength levels. No big deal. Um, it's always depressing when you get back in the gym and you just can't lift the same weight. But it wasn't too bad. So I will say that. Apple looking like horrible. Just selling off. Where's the support at on Apple? Where's all the Apple heads at? Team Apple. At support at 262. Well, it's at support. We'll see how far it comes back down. A greater level of support would be around 259. 257. I wouldn't even touch it for less than 255 or more than 255 though. That's really where the next good level of support is. I don't know why it's not. Why aren't you working? Maybe I'll have to I'll reset it real quick. So for the time being, you guys are going to hang out in the forest with me. Check it out. I got my dog Rex there. Come on, shut down. Doesn't even want to close. I feel like I just updated it too, so I don't think that's the issue. So I'm going to force quit it. And relaunch this bad mamba jamba. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry. I am hungry. Alright. What the heck? Alright, here we go. Boom. Now let's see if it functions properly. There we go. I guess I just had to close it and reopen it. So I could probably get rid of this. See? Easy peasy. You just fix these alerts. Alert, alert. Alright. So watching for that continuation, look for that resistance at 692.50 and the support around 692, 691.50-ish once we get this pullback. But for, for the very short term, you're going to want to watch. If you're trading any one day or same day till expiry, you're going to want it to hold above 691.85. So let's play it high and tight right now. Set the alert at 691.85, and if it breaks 691.80, if I could speak, you're going to want to watch for that pullback and that potential support around 691.50. And if it holds there, that's where I'd be looking at getting an entry, whatever that might be for you. It could be 692s, it could be 693s, or if you want to be less risky, go a week out. And if you just want to play with $20, $25, you could look at 700s. They might not move a lot, but they will move for sure. And compared to just buying a stock and selling that same day, you're going to make a decent profit. And that's a low risk situation. So you can buy that, and then you can set a stop loss, take profit, and just kind of ride that wave. Hopefully that wave. And the best thing really to do is buy a few of them at a time. Sell most of them off and then hold one overnight. And if the market gaps up in your favor, that's when you see those big returns. So we will definitely be doing some of that here on the channel. Today I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of it. And I still need to put money back into this account, since this is one that I only use for making videos and trading live with. So I need to put some money in here. And also we'll be doing options, or futures I should say. Futures trading in the near future. So here we are, 11 minutes into power hour, and my stomach is growling. Hopefully you guys don't hear it. You're probably like, that was not his stomach, you lying bastard. But seriously, his stomach is growling. Bitcoin with a little bit of a pullback today at support. Will it hold? You can see bounced around bounced around 91. Imagine Bitcoin at 690. Whew. Crazy. But it was not long ago that SPY was in the threes. It's pretty wild. Oh. Ugh. Excuse me. Did I mention I was a little sleepy? I should have got an energy drink or something to wake me up, to get me going. You know what I should also do is probably share the fact that I'm even live. It's probably a good idea. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave the charts up here. Keep a close eye on, make sure I don't have more alerts set. Keep a close eye on this trend. We could just chop out for the last hour. It's possible, but it does want to keep climbing. So going to set an alert at the all-time high, a little above it, 692.25. And what else is moving real quick? Top options activity, not surprised. 690 puts, 690 calls. Of course, that's typically what you'll see with a heavy open interest on the 690 calls. Go back to Go back over here to SPY, and then you can take a look at the options book. Look at the 690 calls for today. And then scroll over here. And then you could see that open interest. Man, 689, 688. And I think this, I'm not sure if one of these two is more up to date or if they're both kind of updated around the same time. But you can see 689s. It only shows 3,000 open interest there. But then if you come back here, you see it's, maybe I'm misreading this. No, all of these are same day till expire. So yeah, I'm not sure which one updates first. I should just verify that information. Because maybe this was this morning. I don't know though. I should honestly write that down. Take note of that. Actually, maybe I'll look it up right now. So, I'm going to look it up on a different screen, but let's see. Hopefully I can even find a good answer. Webull. When does the Webull, and it shouldn't be specific to Webull order book. They should all be the same because they're using Oprah or OPRA, I believe. They all pull from the same order book. There's only a few of them. When does the Webull book update? When does the Webull order book update, and is the, what is this called? The markets tab, I guess. All right. And is the markets tab updated before or after? Man, sometimes streaming is awkward, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little awkward. Alright, look at that technical breakout. 692.24. It is climbing. It is climbing. And you can see, well, I got out of the weeklies. I don't remember if we're looking at the 703s or 704s, but depending on how much risk you want to have, you know, those will move faster the closer they get to the strike. Now looking at same day till expire, those things are probably really whipping around. These 693s, I mean, it only takes 75 cents in the next 45 minutes, 43 minutes, and these would go to, 20 or 30. So however risky you want to be. And then these could, 692s could double or triple too pretty quickly. So be careful though. They could also go to zero even faster, or just as fast, I should say. To zero, not as fast actually. If there's extreme volatility, they wouldn't drop straight to zero. You would see some crazy bouncing. So just be careful, especially with same day till expire. 1 day till expire is a little bit safer, and that also gives you the opportunity to swing trade. If you're trading same day till expire, obviously you can't hold that overnight because it expires today. If you're trading 1 day till expire and you want to buy a handful at a time, that sets you up for a great opportunity to lock in profit and then only hold, pure profit. That way you're not risking any money, and sets you up for a good risk reward overnight. And you can see nice gains, or maybe it will go to zero, but at least it's just, less profit instead of more loss. Now where was I? Sharing the stream. Alrighty. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Well, here we go. Sharing it. Come on. I definitely need to get better at this stuff too. Just promoting myself instead of just relying on the algorithm. What the heck? I just got an email about copyright content. Come on. So on my live stream this morning, you guys might have noticed, well, some of you for sure noticed, there's music playing this morning. It's all supposed to be free, copyright free. I use YouTube's app or YouTube's platform to play it. Wow. Wait. That's so annoying. Why does it do this? Alright, well, I think it just revenue shares, so it is what it is. Back to what I was trying to focus on here. Alright, back to the charts. Man. It is a struggle. I'm trying so hard to just be on my P's and Q's. I don't want to get demonetized. And so I'm trying to be extra careful. I'm sure you guys have noticed, especially with the disclaimers. And again, with the $8 challenge videos, a lot of you OGs already know and watched them the first time around. And the whole series did so much better. And I think just the re-uploads in general, the algorithm, the way it works is that it squashes them. So I'm going to just make one video of the challenge, and I think I might just kind of narrate over it, and just kind of refresh it, I guess you could say. I don't know. So I'm going to work on that too for a video soon. And then again, I'm going to, a goal this year is to do more challenge videos like that, but we can do them live. And then I'll just cut that and post it like I would post my old daily videos. So I am excited about all that, and I know you guys all like challenge videos. They're fun to do. You learn a lot, and it really helps you, get focused and remain focused. So as far as options this year, that's what we're going to be doing. And then again, futures, going to do a top step combine challenge. So looking forward to that too. Sorry, I don't have discounts for Top Step like I used to. Unfortunately, they ended that program. It was really cool. It was like 10 or 20% discount. And I can even use it myself. It was awesome. But that's all right. It's pretty affordable either way. So, and once you pass, honestly, you can make so much money trading futures without even using your own. What's the word I'm looking for? Man, my brain is going slow right now. I feel like I'm saying and way too much. Anywho, without using your own assets, cash, whatever you want to call it, moolah, cheddar. Yeah, the market is going slow right now. I mean, this is the 15-second chart. You see it's barcoding. Barcoding on the 15-second chart is a sign of low volume. People are just kind of waiting to see what will happen next. Will it keep climbing? Or are we going to see a pullback, which could easily come back down here to 691, especially this time of day, power hour. I mean, it's 12:23, so in the next half hour, I would expect the volume to pick up a little bit. Comments. Should we leave a comment, you guys? Can I reply to stuff? You can do it. You can do it. Y'all can do it. Anyone can do it. I love just coming in here and being positive. Usually, what I've seen in these comments, everyone's pretty nice. There's not a lot of trolling. Once in a while, I would see just some BS comments, but nothing really negative. A whole lot of ignorance too, so I wouldn't be looking through here for any advice for sure. Always have multiple sources of information. That way you can cross-check. You'll hear a lot of the same things from different people explained slightly different. Maybe something someone says one way clicks better for you. And you go, oh, that's what that other person was trying to explain. Why didn't they just say it like that? Our brains all just work differently. Man, oh man, this is boring. I need to start doing like a whole day stream. I think that would be fun. Start early. Maybe challenge myself to a freaking 24-hour stream one time. That could be interesting. I don't know. Tell you what I won't be doing is playing music, unfortunately. Unless it's copyright free. Why is this? Oh, they responded. You guys? I don't know if you can even see it on here. It goes pretty quick. Well, anyways, that person I commented on said, thanks, you can do it too. See? Loving the positivity. All right. My eyes are dry. This is not something I would encourage anyone to trade. This is a good way to lose money, especially same day till expire. These contracts are just burning up right now. Burning up. See, I mean, this one was 6. It's 4 now. It's dropping fast. This one was 30. Look at that. If you would have FOMO'd in, bought it at 40, you'd be at 25 right now thinking, oh, maybe it will go back. And maybe it will. Maybe it will rip to 50. But there's a good chance it sells off quick. And if you're looking at charts on a contract, it's not, you don't look at it the same way you look at a stock chart. That's not the way things work with them. But it does give you a little bit of an idea of how it's, performed, at least historically throughout the day, and gives you, an idea of its potential. But don't take it very, very literal. Just kind of use it as a tool. The most helpful thing it is just to look at it historically to see what it did. Because if you're looking at it thinking, oh, here's support right here, so I'm good to buy. Well, that's not how that works. Even though it does kind of line up, and you can get lucky. Luck is a big part of trading. What you want to do is line up, skill with luck. So give yourself the slight edge. It's a little chilly. I'm not going to lie. It is 53.2 degrees in here. Yeah. So, anyways, you guys don't all start talking at once. I know. The frustrating thing is really the impressions. I don't even know how many people even see this pop up. Even having over 100 plus, maybe 200 people with notifications on, I don't even know how many it will go out to. So, again, I'm just going to keep on keeping on. Eventually, these will pick up some steam. And I know the longer you stream, too, it doesn't help when my streams are on average right now 30, 40 minutes. So, not really helping myself there, but hey, that's the time I got. That's the time I'll give. Bitcoin looking all right. I know there's some Bitcoin day traders out there for sure. For sure. I don't know how many there are anymore. Man, there was a time when you could trade Doge, when you could day trade Doge. If you do that now, you're guaranteed to lose money in fees alone. The price action on Doge is ridiculous. I don't even know what it's at right now. Let's just look. What is that silly dog up to? Oh, wow. 14 cents, you guys. Whole 14 cents. Remember when it was almost at $1? Yeah. Me too. That was a long... Man, I gotta look at the weekly. Let's look at the monthly chart. I remember when they added it to Webull. I had it before they even added it on here. Man, it was like 2 cents when I first got it, I think. Actually, probably no. It wasn't even a cent. It was a fraction of a cent when I first got it. But for that whole run up, you could day trade it all day long. And that was fun. Just use like $1,000. Buy it, sell it, buy it, sell it. At a pretty consistent trend going up. And you could even do that while it's coming down too. I made money up and down, but it definitely was noticeably harder when it was coming down. You have to get out sooner. But yeah, those days are gone for now. Maybe they'll come back one day. But the amount of cash that needs to go into it is astronomical. Meanwhile, look at SPY. Beast. And I don't see any reason for any pullbacks this year either. I know the job market is not great right now. But that doesn't really matter for the stock market. If you look back at COVID and look at those trends, there's plenty of people without jobs, but these companies were, having good earnings. Especially, tech sectors and grocery stores, Walmart, Target, and things like that. because inflation. So everyone, all the numbers were kind of inflated, which just kind of made the whole stock market inflate. So it's very interesting, the whole economics of it all. I forgot that. Wait. Oh, this is the hour. I thought I was looking at the weekly. I was like, wait, we hit 680 back then? Nah. Nah, dog. Alright, well, let's zoom back in here. This volume is just dying. Abysmal. Abysmal. Yeah, do not touch this. If you're going to do anything, I wouldn't trade anything sooner than a day out. But even right now, it's a good time for long-term contracts. You know, month, 2 months, a year, stuff way out here. December 2028. It's a good time for those December 2028 contracts. No, I'm just joking. It's definitely not. Look how low that volume is. But it is good time for long-term contracts. I mean, maybe it is for those. But I was more so talking about the monthlies all the way out to maybe a year. Because VIX is down quite a bit. It's only at 14 right now. If you don't know, the higher VIX is, the more expensive contracts will be, and the more volatile they'll be. That all goes hand in hand. So it's a good time to load up on those, because if there's a volatility spike, those contracts are going to move. Even if the market starts selling off and you have calls, there is a chance that if you catch it during a very volatile time, you could still come out with profit. I've had calls and puts both go green during extreme volatility. Don't expect it. That's not what I would be banking on for sure, but that can happen. So when you're hedged, that's something you'll notice. You'll be like, oh man, how am I green on both of these right now? Oh, it's super volatile. Okay. Well, cash out on that hedge and, keep on riding that wave. Paul Rodriguez is live right now, you guys. I don't know if you know. But, skateboarding. He's trying to compete. Oh, it is cold. Boy, Alberto. Oh, boy, Alberto. I am freaking chilly right now. Ay, ay, ay. So if there's anything you guys want me to look at specifically, just let me know. Or don't. That's definitely cool too. I'm all good with that. Tesla's not looking so hot. It's only just the beginning. Tesla down after Nvidia unveils open source AI models for self-driving. Why don't I have Nvidia up here? What the... Alright, let's just put it right here. We'll do it live. Oh, wow. Collab with Pepsi. Huh? And Siemens. NVIDIA, Cisco strategic investors, an XAI Series E funding round. Interesting. NVIDIA's not doing great today either, though. Look at the IWM. My God. What a clean trend. Almost freaking picture perfect. And this candle barely closed red, too. Jeez. Maybe we'll do some IWM trading, huh? One day out. I mean, I just want to see what these contracts did today. Jeez. So it climbed from 253.30 to 256. Wow. Okay, so what did the 256 contracts do? That's not very impressive. 255s probably look a little better. A little bit, a little bit. Dang. These were the ones. The 254 calls today on IWM. Okay. So in 2-3 hours, you could have got it around $10. Man, this contract went crazy today. Hold up. Hold up. Check it out though, you guys. You could have got in at 10, around $15 Pacific Standard Time. And that's in my way, I can't see. And it's at 203 right now. Well over 1,000%, 1,400% gain in a couple of hours on this. Damn. But if you would have bought the wrong one, man, I mean, 255s were good too. $255s around that same time you could have got for almost nothing. And then went to $100. IWM might have been the move today. The 256s though, these things were you could have got for 3. Sold at 19. Yeah. Compared to the other ones, to the 55 and 54s. And SPY did good today, but let's see. 690s this morning. What were they at? Around the same time. These are already $100, so that's too much. 691s around that time were 30-ish, 40. But you can see much more price action going on. But you could have got them around 40 to 120. Yeah, IWM was the winner today, you guys. For sure. I mean, look at that clean trend. All right, 19 minutes left. And look, we got a technical breakout on our wedge that we drew. Zoom out a little bit here. We drew this 2 days ago on live. And it broke out. So we can just delete these downtrends because that situation didn't play out. And we got the positive one. Just to reiterate, when I did that, I always have a plan going up and down. I can't predict the future, but it sure helps if I have a plan for either direction, for sure. That preparation causes separation. Yeah, that looks good. Now, what I'll probably do... Probably just going to drag this line. Oh, wow, I didn't even lock it. I'm lucky I didn't mess that up. And let's make another wedge. This time going from here. My arm is shaking. Oh man. Body transformation coming eventually. Eventually, you guys, eventually. Transformation Tuesday, eventually. Alright, let's just lock that in place. I like that a little bit better. Alright, so I'll be looking for resistance around there. Tomorrow-ish. 695 by tomorrow. We could see it. Could also see that pullback to the support level right here. But this resistance at 690... I don't remember if I just did that yesterday or what, but let's turn that into support. Good chance that works out of support. Probably light support. And I'm just gonna delete that one. Yep, that's what I'll do. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So tomorrow, since most of today is gone, there's 15 minutes left till the market closes. And you can see the 15-second chart here. It's just, there's nothing going on. I won't even waste my time with that. Best thing you can do is just start preparing for the next opportunity. And I will say you're going to want to keep a close eye on this. Keep a close eye on this. Make it purple. Why not? Why not? I got 2 girls, daughters. Alright, so that's kind of a Barney purple, but man, that's too big. So you want to watch out for this gap, though. All Barney jokes aside. Because when we pull back, there's a likely going to be an increase in volume in that area. And so when we do pull back, it's going to be quick. So you're going to want to look for puts. Once we hit the support level, watch close. If that support breaks, watch for puts. That's what I would do. Not a financial advisor. That is my opinion, and that's my strategy. Because you can see a nice quick move to the downside once that support breaks. So could set up for a good play. And yeah, we could see that happen and still remain on the uptrend. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I think I might adjust this bottom one, actually. I feel like I'm hunched. Like Quasimodo. Oh my gosh. Oh. You guys. I'm sorry. And my ears are cold because it's 50 degrees out here. That's mainly why my hood's on. I mean, I do like to wear my hoods, but I feel like I feel more closed off when I'm filming with it on, but I don't think anyone really gives a damn. But let's adjust this. Yeah, that's better. Here's another little gap right here, but we don't need to really worry about that one. That one's been, there's been a lot more volume traded there, but right here, much less volume historically, and I will think something might happen when we pull back right there. But right now we are on an uptrend. You know, we're moving on up, and we're gonna see 700 soon. I mean, look at this. We could see 700 in the next week or less. I mean, SPY could have a $20 move for sure in one day. Probably won't, but it could. It would take something to happen. It would take some good news for sure. Somewhere along those lines. But yeah, Nvidia not looking great. Meta not looking great. You know, it's kind of surprising how well the market's doing, considering Microsoft is looking strong today. Bitcoin pulled back. Looking at the TTM, you can see we are pretty overbought right now in RSI on the 2 hour, 1 hour, same situation. You can see on the 1 hour, it looked like we're going to pull back a little bit. Bounced. And we have a little bit more room to grow as far as the TTM. Now, maybe I'll put the MACD on there too, because I know some people are more familiar with it and prefer it, and maybe it will help if I put them on here together. I thought I could just like move them. Might be on Windows. I think on the Windows desktop there's like little arrows to readjust where you have them. But instead, I'll have to delete the RSI and then add it back. What's going on here? Okay. There we go. Now you see what I'm talking about. Now I have the RSI at the bottom, and the MACD and the TTM are very similar. You can see the MACD has basically the moving averages built in. That's what you'll see there. And that's what I have on my screen is the EMAs 2150 and 200. And you can see how they correlate on the MACD. So if you wanted to really simplify things, and the reason I also don't use the MACD is because I have the TTM with the EMAs up on the chart, and that's my preference. But you could just keep it simple, get rid of the EMAs on the charts right here, get rid of the TTM, and then just use the MACD. That's one way you can do it for sure. Whatever works best for you. It's one thing I love about trading is there's no right way to do it. I mean, there's no one right way to do it. Of course, there's a right way to trade, profitable, right? But there's not one strategy that will work for everyone. But there is a strategy that will work for everyone, if that makes sense. It looked like we were gonna hit 692.50 for a second, but hitting some resistance here. I'm gonna be sore as hell tomorrow. Hopefully hell's not too much of a bad word. Again, trying to remain monetized here without issue. Yep. Basically what I expected. Nothing really happening. But you can see what I was getting at is how similar the MACD and TTM are. And we can get into more specifics sometime if you're unfamiliar, but basically you're just looking for support and resistance levels to line up with these and use these tools. Once you see it pulling back here, you see these big red bars on the TTM, that we're a little oversold, and that lines up with the RSI. Closer to 30 is oversold. Closer to 70 is overbought. When it's overbought, you're going to see a pullback. Oversold, you're going to see a bounce. Not always, though, so keep that in mind. Nothing is exact. Nothing will happen every time. You know, there's always breakouts. There's always breaks of support. So those outliers always happen, and that's, you know, when you jump on those waves and ride them. But just use these as tools. That way you can be prepared for those moments. But don't look at it and go, oh, well, guaranteed it's going to bounce because we're oversold, because RSI is, you know, at 70. Or because we're going to bounce because we're over, sold. Man, making sure I didn't get that backwards. It is raining. I wonder if you guys can hear it. Maybe very lightly. Hold on. It makes me tired. I'm just checking to see if I can hear the rain. Oh, you definitely can. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully that doesn't make you guys sleepy. 'Cause it's raining. And it's cold. And we got 7 minutes left of Power Hour. And we already got our game plan for tomorrow, basically. Man, I don't like all these on here. I don't. On this screen, I only have the EMAs on SPY because SPY, Q, and IWM follow a pretty similar pattern. Once in a while, they'll divert a little bit. Like we were looking at earlier, IWM was a much stronger performer, and that's because they all have different stocks. And that Russell 2000 ETF looking the strongest today, man. Just a clean, choppy uptrend. This would have been the play today. You know, in comparison, if you're looking at just charts, and this is kind of the way my brain works best. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very good at like pattern recognition. That's a strength. And what I notice when I look at this specifically is I see this morning they all came up and sold off. And then I see at one point, you know, they eventually reached those resistance levels where they sold off this morning and broke out. But when Uncle Russ did it, he hit resistance and kept climbing without issue, and climbed a lot more in comparison, relative to the price points on SPY and QQQ. Also a much cleaner trend. So the only little bit of resistance it had, which they all had around that same time, it was much less significant. So it would have been easier to ride that trend out and not get shaken out of a play. So that's why I have all three of these on here. Now SPY is typically my favorite, mostly because I like the volume on the options. They move the easiest. Sometimes they're the easiest to get in and out of. And on slow days, they're the only ones that are moving sometimes. Not to say none of them are moving on the other ones, but they're just the ones that are moving the quickest. But there are days when you could really pick any of these and the market is just moving in one direction and you can freaking throw a dart at that order book and make money. So just pick your time of attack. And there's days where it's choppy and you could pick any contract and lose money too. That is for sure. So risk reward is important. Always have a plan before you get in and out of every trade. You want that entry plan. You want that exit plan. You know, where do you want to take profit? What's your profit goal? What's your max pain threshold? How much pain can you take? 4 minutes left, 3 minutes left on the day. At least I don't have to shovel rain. Yeah, true. I would like some snow though. We haven't gotten any snow. But I know snow can be a real pain if you're living somewhere that gets a lot of snow. It's not fun after a while. It becomes quite unfun. But we haven't had a good snow day here in a few years. And it's like, come on, man. Just trying to have a couple good snow days. That's all. But yeah, having to shovel snow. I've only had to do that probably a few times in my life where like our sidewalks to our house was too snowy. Other than that, it's just been melted within a couple days. So Pacific Northwest is not the snowiest, but it's definitely one of the rainiest. I would just be happier with longer days. That's what I really don't like the most about the winter. I can deal with the rain. I'm kind of used to it. Of course, I love the sun more. But the short days, man. Getting dark at 4 o'clock. It's getting a little better now. We reached that peak darkness, but yeah, I can't wait for the long summer days. I don't look forward to it being like 80, 90. Well, I like 80, but once it hits 90, I'm like, all right, we need to relax a little bit. Can't be in the pool all day. Even with AC, too. I mean, but yeah, the rain is peaceful. I will say that. And it has been flooding here too, so that is the downside when you get extreme rain. I don't have to worry about it. But there's been some crazy floods happening this year in my area. And when I was a kid, my town flooded really bad. We had lots of friends and family lose houses. It was crazy. Houses just disappearing down the river. Nuts. And then this year, I think what happened was they let a bunch of water out of a dam too early. And then that made the rivers high. And then we got massive rain at the same time. So it was kind of a man made flood issue at the same time. But yeah, all the valleys, man. Some of the local valleys were just lakes. Just pure lakes. So that would suck. Alright, we got what? 1 minute left. 15 seconds left. Nothing happened. We just remained in that tight zone. Like I said, not worth touching. This whole power hour was nothing. I mean, come on. Look at this range. What was it, 50 cents? 691.80 to 692.25. So weak. Oh my gosh. I thought I just got a notification that a video was deleted from YouTube. I was gonna say, no, don't do this to me again. It has been such a battle. My God. Like, it took forever to finally get monetized, and then I do. And then, yeah, I don't even want to keep talking about it. All good vibes from here. Moving on up. So the market looking strong. Looks like we're going to continue tomorrow. Unless something happens. And if it does, like I said, watch for that support around 690.15. That's what I'll be doing. And watch for this gap right here. Now it's not a gap anymore because it has been filled, but that is a huge area where there's a lack of volume. So expect the pullback to be quick if it is there. It's good opportunity to buy a put and ride a quick wave. So that's how I'll play that. Now hopefully tomorrow's power hour is a little bit better. And I'm going to keep on doing the consistent streams. Now hopefully also I can starting a little sooner. Now my plan is to work out every day during lunchtime too. So maybe I'll do stream for a couple hours and hop off, and maybe I'll just leave the charts up and it'll just kind of be like the normal charts are. And then I'll just hop back on camera. Like, I can basically just disappear like this. And then boom, I'm back. And I can do that. Or I can just walk off camera and it can just be on, honestly. But yeah, so we'll see. we'll see what we can do here. Because I want longer streams, but I'm in and out so much, you know, with dad duties and then going to the gym and then working and streaming. So just a lot going on. So this year I'm really just trying to fine tune it all to be streamlined. You know, having everything set up so I can just quickly stream also helps a lot. I was trying to get it to where I could game easier, stream gaming easier. But I don't know if I will. I might have to move stuff back and forth whenever I do that. But I don't stream games very often, anyways. But yeah, so I think that's about it for the day. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate all you guys. Whether you're speaking up or not, it doesn't matter. I just appreciate you coming by. It helps the algorithm, you know, just showing up. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you're new here. Appreciate it. You know, I'm always transparent, always will be. You know, I'm just here to help and happy to do it. So thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you stay happy and healthy, and I will see you tomorrow.